Today, from Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, it's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Las Vegas Raiders.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the world's steel capital in the city of bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Acrisure Stadium. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
And it felt like it watching the game tape. He got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
Harris starts the drive on the ground, and he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. You look at this Raiders defense. They were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
A short one there to Freiermuth. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Brewer. Pass to the sideline and pulled in, and he's going to be out up around the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Throwing on first down, Brewer. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. Here's 2nd and 3. Back to throw. And he'll just get rid of it.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, so we'll see if he can keep his string of good games going right here.
The drive starts with a run by White. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So the big gain, all for naught for the offense. That yellow flag is going to bring it back.
Oh, what a tough look for the offense, because they see all that yardage lost and that ball's walked back and then some behind the original line of scrimmage.
And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. The numbers for White a week ago. There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches who are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
Well, this throw caught left side. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
And even though this is a top 5 rushing offense, and we see this especially early in the game, they're going to do their best to keep you honest. They don't want you getting the habit of stacking the box, so that's a good throw there, and they're able to come up with the 1st down.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Opting to run again here with White. And shedding through the tackle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
The Raiders did a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on on display in that victory.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's O'Connell. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give him 30 yards there.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively. And then they got hit with that big play.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And they go play action here with O'Connell. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. DJ Moore, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are able to answer the early 3 points and take a 1st quarter lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago and in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the 1st quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. From the gun on 3rd down. Brewer. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Here's Zamir White returning to the field. And we checked the rushing numbers so far here into week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
From the 31, here's 2nd down and 8. Off the play fake, here's O'Connell. Flushed out right. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First down, here's White. And he's across the 45. It'll be second down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Steelers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. They'll try the right side with Harris. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. First down, and they go back to Harris. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10. So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a third and long. Operating from the gun. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. So a roughing the passer penalty there, CD.
And we know that these pass rushers love to get after rookie quarterbacks, but they've still got to do it within the scope of the rules. And that time, the hit came just a little bit too late. And the official went.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Divine Diablo. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Keep in mind they can still get a first down here as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now O'Connell. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Here now, a 3rd down and 8. Looking to throw. Brewer. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Over the middle, complete. It's Warren. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Warren. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. They'll look to throw again. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Robert Spillane. And the Raiders are going to get it back here just past the 35.
They have been struggling to put points on the board so far. While you don't want to lump it all on the rookie quarterback, he's definitely the root cause. And all rookies, they have those learning experiences in their first year. What they're hoping for is that he can learn on the fly, work through his struggles against his defense, and at the same time, still find a way to put them in a position to win.
An excellent gain, 35 yards. Play action. Now O'Connell. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
They'll try the right side here with White. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
But this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Rolling to his left. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
The kick by Carlson is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So, message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. 17-3 the score as we resume action for the second half on EA Sports. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Fakes the handoff. Now O'Connell to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Bowers. He'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Off the play fake. O'Connell. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Patrick Queen got in there to stick him. He gets the sack. The pressure that time right up the middle, and he was able to wiggle in there pretty easily and get the sack.
Yeah, sometimes you end up getting caught in a little bit of a breakdown about who to block up front, and that creates the gap there, and he took full advantage, got to the quarterback, and finished up.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. White will take this one in for a Vegas touchdown. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was finished off with a touchdown run by Zamir White. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. On first down, Brewer. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
He finds Pickens over the middle. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, Brewer. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the second time. A beautiful fake. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. They're continuing to rock and roll, and at intermission, you know, maybe sometimes you fear after such a good first half of a letdown, but that wasn't the case.
And what I remember most about being in those situations is exactly what you're talking about. You almost have that sense of satisfaction. You're like, we're doing really well. I remember one time someone saying, winning's fun, but so is playing really well. Why would we want to do otherwise? That was the message, to keep the intensity up.
And this is taken in at the 5. It's a big play there for Vegas. And even 50 yards.
Boy, this has just been an offensive clinic. It's seemingly been one big play after another, and add this one onto the list. When you can bite off more than half the field on one play, things are definitely working in your favor.
Throwing, O'Connell. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. And the sack leads to roughly a loss of 6, and it brings up 2nd and goal. And O'Connell now to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. T.J. Watt in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 and what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. 2 straight sacks have him backed up now for a 3rd and goal. Here's O'Connell looking to throw it. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Wilson able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. Only 3 points there, but I got to think at this point in the third quarter, that's all you're really looking for.
And right now the lead is 3 touchdowns and 3 two-point conversions. So you and I both know a huge order for the best of teams. And from what we've seen so far, hard to believe that that's a likely scenario. 3 two-point conversions? That's difficult.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. Still going inside the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. George Pickens, 77 yards. And the Steelers get a bit closer. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they missed.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Throwing on third, O'Connell. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3-and-out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
Taken down at the 42. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This is 2nd and 8. Now it's O'Connell. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. This offense so far on third down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. He'll fire deep, looking for more. He's got it at the 15. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. DJ Moore with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. On 1st and 10, Brewer. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 2nd down and 6 now from the 26. Operating from the gun, Brewer. It's Najee Harris now on back-to-back plays with a catch. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that will bring up 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Brewer. That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he's got this down to the 35. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
White will cross the line. He's in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Sometimes offense, if you get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
From the gun on third down, Brewer. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
Good clean play, no flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. Operating from the gun, Brewer. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Jacorian Bennett has it. Past the 20. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. To throw here, O'Connell. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their 4th quarter lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he... absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Throwing on 1st down, Brewer. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Javon Holland. Down the left sideline. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense. this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. This one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And the touchdown apparently not enough. They want more, an onside kick. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Throwing after the interception. Brewer. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Max Crosby, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Setting up the screen, Harris. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. Breaks a tackle. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. They go right back to White here on 1st down. A solid stiff arm. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. They keep it on the ground. White again. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They're going to hurry back to the line now. That one looks like he'll throw here. Rolling to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball position?
So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is. Richardson to throw off play action. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Steelers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a 1st down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Barker. Now he's free at the 35. He may go. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
The extra point is good, but it only impacts the final score as this game comes to a close. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown.
Tonight, from GEHA Field.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And how about that for some fireworks to start this one?
And the fireworks turned out to be for the kicking team, didn't they?
Yeah.
I mean, go down there, make a play, knock it free, and end up with the football. And for the team who's supposed to have the ball, now their defense has to run out on the field and see if they can slow things down a bit.
A quick scramble for the helmets, and now we switch sides. Powering his way forward, and they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs.
And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Zamir White with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's complete to Tony. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. To throw, it's Mahomes. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. Well, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all. I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco to about the 40-yard line. The numbers on the ground for Pacheco last week, pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
And the ball is knocked out, and the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. This defense, Charles, very opportunistic here early. A second fumble recovery in this first quarter of play.
Yeah, you mentioned the right word, opportunistic and aggressive, because once they got the first fumble recovery, they were eager to get a second one, and sometimes they just come in bunches. On the flip side, they've got to figure out how to hold the ball because the play calls seem to be okay. They're just not executing.
So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. They stay on the ground with White. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 63 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, You've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. The Raiders at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
And the Chiefs D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line. O'Connell from the gun on third down. Sideline throw, it's tipped, but he still got it. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Robinson. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Brian Robinson Jr., his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Raiders pick it up. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-0. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Divine Diablo. So here are the Raiders now to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. They'll go up the middle with White. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 75 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, CD, what a start for them. Still in the first quarter. They're absolutely blitzing them. All the points that they've put up, I'm not sure what you say on the other sideline right now.
I think it's as simple as this, partner. The way that they're playing, there's no limits on what this lead could become.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, what a battle this is within the division, because these guys, they've got the lead, but not by much. On the other side of the field, they're knocking on the door and trying to equal them in the wins category.
And I love that second part that you talked about, equaling them in the wins category, because if somehow you get down to the end of the year and they're tied in record, head-to-head's always the first tiebreaker. So the winner of this game, they'll have a big advantage.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now here's Mahomes. That one caught by Rice. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. This is taken at the 23. He's still on his feet. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. But Charles, they're really stringing these possessions and scores together early. We're still in the first quarter, but if they can score again here, look out.
Yeah, and as you taught me when we're broadcasting games.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A big play there. His second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Raiders open the lead up to 34-0. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring. And another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
So plenty of fireworks here early. 35-0 now as the kick is away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The second quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. That's to the sideline and incomplete. Matt Ariza now on to punt this one away. That's taken on the 25. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. First down throw, O'Connell. He finds his man, complete. It's Bowers. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now, light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 93 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. They run straight ahead here with White. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back to throw. O'Connell sliding out of the pocket. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Raiders are able to add on to their first half lead.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
Carlson on for the PAT. And the route is on here in this first half. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. And Kelsey's going to have a Chiefs first down as the tackle made up near the 35. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. He's going deep for Brown. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Marquise Brown, 65 yards. And the Chiefs are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Extra point by Butker is on target. And they get a bit of a respite here from what's been an otherwise dreadful first half of football. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here's Zamir White returning to the field. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. White, he'll try the left side. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Yetur Gross-Matos getting in there to make the play.
Traditionally, as a defense, your #1 job, stop the run. But in today's football, it's impacting the opposing quarterback. Make him uncomfortable. And so far, they've not been able to do that.
Not at all. He's been really comfortable in the pocket. 3 touchdown passes already.
So that could be an important first sack if they do want to turn things around.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. White running to the left, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. O'Connell. Wide open receiver, complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
Looking to throw. O'Connell to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Back to throw. O'Connell. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick, and the Chiefs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. They'll be caught by Rice. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. 3rd and 3. Now Mahomes. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Kadarius Toney as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Butker on for the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down to 28. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's Kadarius Toney who caps things with a touchdown reception. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here's Zamir White returning to the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's O'Connell. It's a loss of 8 there on the first down play. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
So we've reached halftime here in what is the second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care.
Now White lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. He has been a work. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On third down, a run from White. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll go for it. O'Connell. Throwing middle, and it's complete. There he goes again. Touchdown. A great effort there. 54 yards. And the Raiders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. A gutsy call. 4th and short. They go for it. Look at the result.
Yeah, not only did they go for it, they threw for it, because to me it was stacked up for a run situation, strength on strength, and they decided to put the ball in the air, and what a result. Big time play.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the Chiefs who got the road victory there. So now looking to claim the season series at home in KC. 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. That ball caught. It's Rice. Down the left sideline. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 65 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this
this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Mahomes to throw. That is caught by Rice. Touchdown, Kansas City. From 13 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to claw one back. Extra point by Butker is on target. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step.
This is caught at the 20. Touchdown Raiders. A great play there. 71 yards. And the Raiders have got it on cruise control. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
A run by Pacheco on 2nd down. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4. We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the 3rd quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, the guys stopping the run have been superior in this ball game, giving them no openings, no seams, and now they've got this game well in hand.
Here's Pacheco once again. Shoves him aside. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Mahomes throw complete here to his receiver Brown. And he's got this down to the 35. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 35-yard line. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys with much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the...
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line...
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Anthony Jennings, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. On the handoff, it's White. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon. And they go play action here with O'Connell. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Play action. Now O'Connell. Eluding the pressure. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On the handoff, this is White. They'll get it to the 23-yard line. 135 yards on the ground for him now, as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now O'Connell. Buying time, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Daniel Carlson set for the Raider field goal. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further, as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that unbeaten record very much in jeopardy. It's been a great first few months of the season so far, but they have run into a buzzsaw here, trailing big in the 4th quarter. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Mahomes going to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Max Crosby make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, partner, you and I will be headed to the airport, but after this game, when it's interview time, someone's going to ask this quarterback what hurt worse, the interceptions or the sacks. His whole day, it's been rough. Barring a miraculous comeback, this offense isn't going to win this game, but he's probably going to say what hurt most is the loss.
And nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The drive starts with a run by White. Fights through him. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down. Throwing, O'Connell. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown. A big play there. 60 yards. And the Raiders add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Let's go. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right?
But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big. Working from the gun, Mahomes. This will be caught by Brown. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a 1st down. Now back to throw. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Tony. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Now we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Mahomes now on 1st down. Over the middle here to Brown. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw again. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here now 3rd and 2. And again, it's Mahomes. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
And CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about here, but it may be cliche, but give them credit for this. They've continued to fight and scratch and claw, and they get the touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And I'm okay with that cliche, all right? Maybe it'll alleviate the sting a little bit because at least they can look in the mirror and realize they fought all the way through. Horrible game for them, not one they'll want to remember, but at least they'll keep their heads up and have some pride when they leave this stadium.
Butker now to add the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. A 10-play drive that time. And it's Hollywood Marquise Brown who finishes it off with the touchdown. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession as they try to finish things off in this fourth quarter, and that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6. They start to drive with White. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Opting to run again here with White. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.